everyone, welcome into today's video. Today I am watching Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker for the very first time. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, my name is Kale and I have been watching all of the Star Wars movies for the very first time. And today's video is bittersweet because it is the final movie. On one hand, I'm super excited to move on to some new movies and new series that I've never seen before. But on the other hand, this is kind of like the closing of a chapter and it's a little bit sad. This has been such a fun journey and you guys have been amazing through all of these reaction videos and it's just been fun. Thankfully, the Star Wars content is not exactly ending. I will be putting out videos of my reactions to all 6 episodes of the new Obi-Wan Kenobi show that's coming out at the end of May, so you can look forward to that. Also, on May 4th, May the 4th be with you day, I will be pushing out a very special video. I am going to be rewatching all of these movies in chronological order, without the camera on, without having the pressure of recording my reactions and my thoughts, just me and the movies and maybe a notepad or two. And I really want to watch them through a second time and then make a video just talking about everything overall and possibly discussing maybe opinion changes that I've had just from like the first watch to the second one. I think this will be really fun, so you guys can look forward to that too. And of course, if you still want Star Wars reaction content going well into next year, I am currently making my way through the Clone Wars series over on my Patreon. And once that is done, I'll be moving on to shows like The Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian and possibly even Rebels and The Bad Batch. So if you want to join us for those, make sure you get over on Patreon. It is such a fun time over there. In the last video, I asked you guys to please be respectful. If you don't like this movie, you can explain your criticisms without insulting and bullying others for their feelings and opinions. And you guys really came out with like respectful, good comments. I had a blast replying to a lot of you and reading your comments. And it was nice to be able to open my comment section and not see hatred and vitriol and like bullying, and it was just super cool. So if we can do the same thing on this video, that would be amazing. We're all Star Wars fans here, whether we like this movie or we don't like this movie. We're all still fans of the franchise at the end of the day. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you for watching. It is time to press play. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, the last one. Ugh. Threat of revenge in the sinister voice of the... Excuse me? The Phantom Emperor. The Phantom Menace. Oh my god. Palpatine is back? Okay, I want to know how he came back. Ooh. I really like this slow-mo fight to start off the movie. Just immediate carnage. Oh, this location's neat. So far, the visuals on this are like hooking me in. Okay, this location is dope though.
At last.
Oh my god, no way. God, this location is creepy in all the good ways.
Snoke trained you well.
I miss this voice.
I made Snoke. I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head.
The heck? Oh.
The First Order was just the beginning. The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be
unnatural.
Unnatural.
Oh god, he looks gross, but also so good. I am so fascinated right now. Damn, look at this.
The might of the Final Order will soon be ready. Kill the girl. End the Jedi. But beware, she is not who you think she is.
What does that mean? Oh my god, it's so good having Ian back. It's like, I hate Palpatine, but it's so good seeing him again. Hi, Chewie!
You ever gonna go?
Oh my god. Okay, these locations so far in this movie are so good. Now we're at like this giant icebergy looking place that is like a factory on the inside.
From a new ally, a spy in the First Order. Spy? Who? I don't know. Transfer the message. Get it to Leia. Hurry.
I'm sorry, I know.
It's fine. The ship has been through literally plenty at this point. One little scratch against the wall is not gonna hurt it.
I got one. How many are left? Too many. How thick do you think that ice wall is?
Again, cool location. What is this place?
What are you doing? Light speed skipping. Last shot,
Oh my
87.
god, what is this?
Hold on!
Okay, I won't lie. This movie feels way better than The Last Jedi started. I'm like eating everything up, and I'm not afraid to admit that.
Be with me.
Hi, Ray.
They're not with me.
I loved all the rocks floating. Oh, BB-8! Leia! Oh my god.
Be patient.
I'm starting to think it isn't possible to hear the voices of the Jedi who came before.
Nothing's impossible.
Once again, location? Hello, Vader mask. Don't bother her now. Hey, look, guys, it's Rey failing at something.
Join me. You killed him.
Damn.
Didn't finish the training course. Got distracted. I think I'm just tired.
That's a common excuse if I've ever heard it. Yes, the Jedi texts. I hadn't noticed in the last movie that she had taken them, but a few of you left comments telling me that she had. So that's really cool.
You light speed skipped?
Yeah, well, it got us back here.
Oh, the compressor's down.
Oh, I know. I was there. Every time.
You can't light speed skip the Falcon.
Actually,
All
turns
right,
out
guys.
you can.
I kind of love Poe and Rey's bickering. It's kind of cute.
We've decoded the intel from the First Order spy, and it confirms the worst. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Dark science. Cloning.
Oh, hey. I know that face.
His followers have been building something for years. The largest fleet the galaxy's ever known.
Hi, 3PO.
He calls it the Final Order. In 16 hours, attacks on all free worlds begin. The Emperor and his fleet have been hiding in the unknown regions on a world called Exegol.
Exegol does not appear on any star chart, but legend describes it as the hidden world of the Sith.
I know how to get to Exegol. Luke searched for it for a long time. He nearly found it. There are ciphers here I can't read, but he said to get there you need one of these, a Sith Wayfinder.
Oh, that's what Kylo got. Oh, wait, so was Kylo on Exegol? I feel like yes.
I'm gonna pick up Luke's search for Exegol. I'm gonna start where his trail went cold, the Forbidden Desert of Pisana.
Yeah, I know. We're going with you.
We go together.
Okay, I'm invested in this story so far. I feel like the movie has started off very well. I won't lie, the fact that Palpatine is back has my interest pretty hooked. Fingers crossed that the rest of the movie goes decently well.
I want you to know that you have been a real friend or two. My best one, in fact.
Oh my god.
There's so much I want to tell you.
Ray, have you really not had any time at all to talk to Leia about any of this? The best hugs are the ones where the hand goes on the back of the head. What you making? Oh, they reconstruct. Oh. Did they put his helmet back together? The one that he smashed to pieces. Yep.
We have a spy in our ranks. Whoever this traitor is won't stop us.
Oh my god, he's in this movie? Oh, I forget his name.
They've conjured legions of Star Destroyers.
I love
The
this
Sixth
guy.
Fleet will increase our resources 10,000-fold.
I really hope his character has been written well.
What is he asking for in return? Does that
Ooh!
Crush any worlds that
Boy.
defy us.
What is this?
What?
The Aki Festival of the
It's literally about to ask that.
Tradition occurs only once every 42 years.
Oh, it's so nice seeing another Star Wars party. I won't lie, I've kind of been missing that a little bit. Okay, this is adorable though.
Palpatine wants you dead. I offered you my hand once. You wanted to take it. Why didn't you?
You could have killed me. Why didn't you?
You can't hide, Rey. Not from me.
Avoiding the question. Typical. Oh. So how did that work?
Pisana, Forbidden Valley.
Hello?
Leia sent me a transmission.
Wookiees stand out in the crowd.
Oh my god! He looks so good.
Is Ochi's ship still here?
It's out in the desert where he left it.
I didn't know Lando would be in this movie. This is exactly why I don't look up the casting before I press play. Okay, those things are kind of cool.
Fly now! They fly now? Did we lose them? Looks like it! Excellent job, sir!
Ochi's ship! I've seen that ship before.
Get all of them!
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no.
Ray, I never told you, Ray!
Was I like everyone else? Did we all have fears of like quicksand as kids? Thinking that it was a much bigger deal than it actually is?
Ray! Finn!
You didn't say my name, sir, but I'm alright.
3PO is just the actual best.
When you were sinking in the sand, you said, I never told you.
I'll tell you later.
You mean when Poe's not here?
Finn was gonna say the 3 words. I love you.
How did Ochi get out?
He didn't.
Oh boy.
Perhaps I can translate. The location of the Wayfinder has been inscribed upon this dagger. It is written in the runic language of the Sith. My programming forbids me from translating it.
So you're telling us the one time we need you to talk, you can't?
Irony, sir. The Senate of the Old Republic.
What is she doing? So Rey has healing powers all of a sudden now? Oh wait, through the Force. Yeah, Jedis have healing powers. So yeah, that makes sense.
Force energy from me to him.
That had me confused at first, but then I remembered in KOTOR, I can heal myself and my friends no problem.
I'll be right behind you.
I'm really enjoying how much of a presence we have with 3PO in this one. Like, I truly missed him in some of the other movies that we've seen. He's had such a minor role, or just a very minor appearance, and I really like that we have more 3PO. I'm tempted to make like a 3PO reaction compilation and pull all the 3PO bits and pieces from all of my videos so far and throw them all together into one video. I think that would be fun.
What's she doing? Where the hell's she?
Well, it still works. Still fires up.
It's Ren.
I'm nervous. Wow.
They got Chewie! They got him!
Don't lose your focus, right? Focus on, yep. Look at the ship. Everyone inside the ship right now must be freaking out. Excuse me? What did you just do? Also, is Chewie really dead? Okay, so only bad people can do lightning, right? That's a dark side thing.
Chewie's gone.
Chewie is gone.
That power came from me. I had a vision.
Okay.
Of the throne of the Sith and who was on it.
Ren.
You.
And me.
There was another transport in the desert. It brought back a valuable prisoner. With Han Solo.
He is okay.
The inscription that was on the dagger is in your memory?
Yes, Master Poe. But the translation
Master
from a
Poe.
forbidden language cannot be retrieved. That is short of a complete redacted memory bypass.
For Chewie. Kijimi.
I love 3PO so much. Okay, there is so much in my head right now about everything that's happened. Also, fuck you. Okay, there's so much in my head. So we've got Rey can do Force lightning, and she saw a vision of the Sith with her on the throne, and that's all dark side stuff. So she has a connection to the dark side in some way. Palpatine's back. Chewie's alive and not dead. This is adorable. This place is interesting.
They're everywhere. I know what we should do.
So do I. We should leave.
Clam at 3PO.
I love that even 3PO is wearing a hood.
Let's head down this way.
Heard you were spotted at Monk's Gate.
Oh, hi.
He's not stupid enough to come back here.
Who are you?
Surprised. Guys, this is Zori. Zori, this is Ray.
Zori?
Pull this trigger right now.
I've seen you do
Okay, I
worse.
like Zori.
Can we just talk about this? We could use your help. We gotta crack this droid's head open and fast.
Pardon me.
We're trying to find Babu Frick.
Babu. Babu only works for the crew. That's not you anymore. Your friend's old job was running Spice.
You were a stormtrooper?
Were you a spice runner?
Were you a scavenger? We could do this all night.
You don't have all night. You know, I'm still digging out. You're the one they're looking for.
Yeah, don't mess with Ray, guys.
We could really use your help.
Okay, I really like Zori. I love her look. She seems like she's gonna be cool. Oh my god.
The faintest idea why I agreed to this.
You care, 3PO. You care. Babu
Zori?
Frick is very cute.
Is this gonna work?
He says he's found something in your droid's forbidden memory bank. Yes, but it will cause a complete
memory wipe.
Wait,
No.
We make him translate it. He won't remember anything.
Droid, remember, go blank.
No.
Doesn't R2 back up your memory?
Oh, please. R2 storage units are famously unreliable.
Are they
You know the
though?
odds better than any of us. Do we have a choice?
If this mission fails, it was all for nothing. All we've done, all this time.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Night raids are gonna start soon.
Damn it. Hopefully there's a miracle and 3PO doesn't lose his memory though. Definitely was not expecting to shed tears in this movie out of all of them.
Free passage through any blockade. Landing privileges, any vessel. Wanna come with me?
I can't walk out on this war. We sent out a call for help at the Battle of Crate. Nobody came. Everyone's so afraid.
By making you think you're alone. There's more of us.
Something's not right about all of this. I know where I've seen it. The ship he was on, Ochi's ship.
When did you see
When
it?
my parents left. They were on that ship.
Oh.
There's an incoming destroyer.
Gotta go now. Did we get it? Babu?
Yep, droid is ready.
Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh no.
The Emperor's Wayfinder is in the Imperial Vault at Delta 36, transient 936, bearing 32 on a moon in the Endor system. From the southern shore, only this blade tells. Only this blade tells.
The Endor system, where the last war ended?
Friend's destroyer.
He's here?
Chewie? He's on Ren's ship. He's alive. He must have been on a different transport.
Might I introduce myself? I am C-3PO Human-Cyborg Relations. And you are?
Poe, might get you on a capital ship. Go help your friend.
Zori, I don't think I can take this.
I don't care
Just
what you
take
think.
it.
Come with us.
Poe,
Can I kiss you?
go.
Aw. You can tell that they had a thing.
Medallion's good. Clear for entrance into Hangar 12.
Credentials and manifest.
I'm still freaking teary-eyed about 3PO, guys. This is a problem.
The dagger's on this ship. We need it.
Why?
Chewie first. Chewie first.
A feeling. I'll meet you back at the hangar.
Ray, you can't just...
Yeah, you guys focus on Chewie. Ray can handle herself. I think she's displayed that a lot by now.
Of course we came for you, Chewie.
Hey,
Ray's here, she's gonna
Chewie.
get the dagger.
Whose ship is this?
Ship's this way. Follow me.
Does he recognize the ship? I love this. This whole scene is feeling very Star Wars to me right now. Great. Oh, is this the room that Kylo was in earlier? This like bright white room.
Ray, wherever you are hard to find. I know the rest of your story.
You lie.
I never lied to you. Your parents were no one. They chose to be. You remember more than you say. Search your memories.
Ray, be brave.
Hi, Hey, Ray's mom.
You'll be safe here.
And Ray's dad.
I promise.
That was the ship.
They sold you to protect
This
you.
is so cool.
Legion General, the scavenger's not with them.
Take them away.
Terminate them.
No. I love the flipping back and forth of their surroundings. That's so cool.
He was looking for you, but they wouldn't say where you were, so he gave the order.
Oh.
So that's where you are. You know why the Emperor's always wanted you dead. I'll come tell you. She was in my quarters. Lock down the ship.
I'd like to do this myself.
Oh my God, Hux.
I'm the spy.
You? We don't have much time.
What?
Wait. Blast me in the arm, quick.
What?
Well, they'll know.
Leg's probably better.
I don't care if you win. I need Kylo Ren to lose.
Hatred for Kylo Ren flips to the other side.
Why did the Emperor come for me? Why did he want to kill a child?
Because he saw what you would become. You don't just have power. You have his power. You're his granddaughter. You are a Palpatine.
Okay.
My mother was the daughter of Vader. Your father was the son of the Emperor. What Palpatine doesn't know is we're a dyad in the Force, Rey. Two that are one and take the throne.
I don't think Rey wants to be like a throny kind of girl. Whew.
Get me the Supreme Leader.
Yes, sir.
Tell him we found our spy.
I don't know if he just killed Hux. If he did, rest in peace, Hux. I very much prefer this Allegiant General guy, and his character so far has impressed me. We're like just over an hour into this movie. This is the first time where I'm feeling very meh about the story. Like, this movie's been great, and then that just went, eh.
I know where she's going.
He wants to.
She'll never be a Jedi.
Make sure of it. Kill her.
I feel like Palpatine has to die in this movie, like for good, which I mean, we thought happened however many damn movies ago. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I should have known the moment Rey had Force lightning. I should have known that she was related to Palpatine somehow. What is this?
What is that?
It's the Death Star.
Oh. Ooh.
The Wayfinder's there.
Are you Resistance? We picked up a transmission from someone named Babu Frick. He said you'd come. He said you were the last hope.
We have to get to that wreck. There's something inside there we need.
I'm Jana.
Oh.
Jana, hi.
Hello. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You were First Order?
Not by choice. We were conscripted as kids, all of us. I was TZ-1719, Stormtrooper.
FN-2187.
Oh my God.
I never knew there were more.
Oh, did Rey? Oh, Rey is straight up the most determined person ever. Oh, this is so creepy and cool. The waterfalls. Oh gosh, Rey, please be careful. Set design here is so good. Are we gonna end up in a recognizable room? Yep. This is the same music that played when Darth Vader passed away. The same slowed down Imperial March. Creepy. So now my question is, why didn't anyone come get this? Ooh.
Don't be afraid of who you are.
Of course Sith Rey would have a double-ended lightsaber. Of course she would. Uh-oh.
You wanted to prove to my mother that you were a Jedi, but you've proven something else. You can't go back to her now. Like I can't. The dark side is in our nature. The only way you're getting to Exegol is with me.
Leia knows what must be done, Atu, to reach her son now. It will take all the strength she has left.
she's a little busy. This kind of reminds me of the fight that Obi-Wan and Anakin had with all the lava, except this is like the ocean water version of it. Do either of you really want to kill each other at this point, though? Like, can we have a conversation about that? Can we talk about it? This is how Leia's gonna go out, hey? Using all she has left for this conversation. Oh no. Never mind, there wasn't a conversation. Or two. Okay, you've been trying to kill him for 3 movies. 2.5 movies you've been trying to kill him. And then you do.
I did want to take your hand. Ben's hand.
She sees the good in you, Ben. Poor Finn. All right, officially now, rest in peace, Leia. I was kind of hoping that her and Kylo were gonna have a conversation, though. Chewie. And once again, the conflict with Kylo continues.
Hey, kid.
Han? I'm not gonna cry.
I miss you, son.
I'm not gonna cry.
Son's dead.
No, he's not.
Kylo Ren is dead. My son is alive. You're just a memory. Your memory. It's too late. She's gone. Your mother's gone. But what she stood for, what she fought for, that's not gone. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. You do. Dad. I know.
Come to me on Exegol, General Pride.
General Pride.
As I served you in the old wars, I serve you now.
She will come, her friends will follow.
Okay, a bunch of you told me that Harrison Ford, the only reason why he went back to The Force Awakens was so that Han Solo would die. Who convinced him to come back for this movie for that little scene? Because that was the real him, right? Oh boy, wow. Cool.
Jimmy. How?
Damn.
A blast from a Star Destroyer.
The Emperor sent a ship from Exegol. Does that mean every ship in the fleet
Has planet-killing weapons? Of course they do.
Leia made you acting general. What now?
I gotta tell you, I don't really know
Wait, Leia made Poe acting
how
general?
to do this. I'm not ready.
Neither were we. Luke, Han, Leia, me. Who's ever ready?
This droid has a ton of information about Exegol.
Wait, what, Coneface?
I am Dio.
Sorry,
Dio.
He was going to Exegol with Oshi of Bestoon to bring a little girl he was supposed to take from Jakku to the Emperor. He wanted her alive.
Don't toss it. No. No.
Jedi's weapon deserves more respect.
Okay, says the man that threw a lightsaber bit almost into the ocean.
I'm never leaving this place. I'm doing what you did.
I was wrong. It was fear that kept me here. What are you most afraid of?
Myself.
Well, I would be too if I found out that I was a descendant of Palpatine.
Leia knew it too.
She still trained me.
Because she saw your spirit. Some things are stronger than blood. Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. If you don't face Palpatine, it will mean the end of the Jedi.
What is this?
Leia's saber.
Leia told me that she had sensed the death of her son at the end of her Jedi path. She surrendered her saber to me and said that one day it would be picked
That
up
CGI
again
was really well done on both of
someone
them.
who would finish her journey. 1,000 generations live in you now. You'll take both sabers to Exegol.
I don't have the Wayfinder. I destroyed Ren's ship.
You have everything you need.
Oh.
2 were made.
Oh my god. And she had no idea when she stole Ren's ship that was in there. I forgot that was in there. Luke forcing a ship out of water though. And the music. Oh my god. Oh my god, the music. It was the same music as when Yoda did it. Am I a true Star Wars fan now?
Hello. I am C3.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
What? I am quite certain I would remember if I had a best friend. You want to put what in my head? Memory restoration complete. R2, have you heard? I am going with Mistress Rey on her very first mission. I already have. He says he is receiving a transmission from Master Luke.
I am not okay.
She's showing us how to get there.
Then we go together.
He'll take the Falcon to the core systems. Send out a call for help for anybody listening.
We've got friends out there. They'll come if they know there's hope. First Order wins by making us think we're alone.
That 3PO and R2 scene hit me so hard. My brain just immediately went into like empathy mode and I was like, holy shit, can you imagine having your whole memory wiped and you cannot remember your best friends? I'm glad 3PO's memory is back though. This is crazy.
Stay locked on Rey's course.
Oh my god. How are they gonna make it through this?
There it is. Oh, I see it. I've got a visual on the tower.
These statues are massive. Okay, that's the thing that Palpatine was hooked up into, right?
They're targeting the navigation tower, so the fleet can't deploy. Then we won't use that tower. Switch over the source of navigation signal to this ship.
He reminds me a lot of Tarkin, and I like that.
The nav signal is coming from that command ship. That's our drop zone.
Jam the speeders. I can't, sir. Why not? They're not using speeders.
Oh, BB-8. The chaos of the fight and then the quiet in here is a really nice contrast. I won't lie, I'm kind of looking forward to this confrontation.
Long have I waited.
Ugh, he looks so creepily good.
For my grandchild to come home. It is your birthright to rule here.
Oh.
It is in your blood.
So he can't live without this like giant arm machine thing.
Your hatred, your anger. You want to kill me. Kill me, and my spirit will pass into you, as all the Sith live in me.
This should do it!
There it goes! Nav signal's down, but not for long!
The time has come! With your hatred, you will take my life.
All you want is for me to hate, but I won't. Not even you.
You don't have to like your family. Ugh, I miss choir in Star Wars music.
They don't have long, and you are the one who led them here. Only you have the power to save them.
The music here is really good. Hey Kylo, what's up?
Good.
No, Kylo's here to save you. I'm actually kind of excited to see how this plays out, I won't lie.
Where are you? The lander's leaving!
Go without us. We're taking this entire ship down.
How?
We're gonna hit the command deck. Please, go.
She will strike me down and pledge herself as a Sith.
God, Palp is such a good villain. Oh no.
And with a stroke of her saber, the Sith are reborn. The Jedi are dead. Make the sacrifice.
Okay, I love that. That was good. Are you getting weak, old man?
The force of your bond. A diet in the force.
Oh, that's so creepy.
The power of two restores the one true emperor.
What is going on? Ugh, Ian is so freaking good.
I'm sorry. I thought we had a shot.
But there are more of us, Poe.
What? Did you just rally literally every being that was left in the entire universe?
Nice flying, Lando.
Wait, was that a guy that was in a previous movie?
Where did they get all these fighter craft? They have no navy.
It's not a navy, sir. It's just people.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured. Just literally rally every single breathing being.
Who's that flyer?
Take a guess, Spice
Oh,
Runner.
hey Zori. And Babu.
Look what you have made.
Wow, I love this look though. Wow. Wow.
As once I fell, so falls the last Skywalker.
Ow,
Nothing will stop the return of the Sith!
This is really cool though. Heartbreaking, but cool.
Be with me. Be with me.
These are your final. Rise and take them.
Ray,
Lighted.
in the night, find the light.
Never have you been.
Every Jedi who ever lived lives in you.
All these voices? I just saw Ahsoka. There's so many names I don't even know. But then I'm sure I'll find out as I keep watching the Clone Wars series. Oh, I'm really glad I had subtitles on for that because I don't know that I would have recognized many of those voices. They were going so quick. I think this is my favorite Emperor look.
The final word in the story of rebellion. You are nothing. I am all the Sith.
I'm all the Jedi.
Rest in peace, General Pride.
Finn didn't board the lander.
They're still on that command ship?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Hold on, Chewie.
Talk about a close one. It was very close. Where's Ben? Timing. Rey's looking pretty lifeless. Healing? I had a feeling a kiss was coming, but I don't know how I feel about it. I'll admit it's really cute though. This like whole scene, they look really good together. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Red 5 is in the air. Ray's alive. Oh, we did it.
Oh, I want a Chewie hug so damn bad. That's a come kiss me look. This scene makes me so happy.
This is for you.
Oh. Oh, Finn, it's okay. I love this hug. Ah, don't cry. Is that the end of the movie? Not yet. That looks familiar. Oh my god. Oh my god.
There's been no one for so long. Who are you?
I'm Ray.
Ray who?
Skywalker. Yep, just take their last name. It's yours now.
Ray Skywalker.
The fact that BB-8 is here, I love. All right, it's time for me to get my thoughts in order for this one. Yeah, stay tuned. All right, so that was episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. And first thoughts right off the bat. This was absolutely my favorite movie of the sequels. There's no question on that whatsoever. I genuinely enjoyed this one. And what does that mean? Well, if we take my criticisms of The Last Jedi and then we look at how I reacted to this movie right off the bat compared to how I've reacted to some other Star Wars movies, I think what it means is that I can officially call myself one of those Star Wars fans. Someone that likes how it kicked off and started with the original trilogy, and kind of someone that wants things to be kinda-ish the same. And you know what? I'm okay with that. There was a lot of fan service in this movie. The whole frickin' movie was fan service, and I was okay with that. I know that some people out there don't like that, and that's fine. And I know some people out there do like that, and that's fine. What I will say, because I am going to list off my criticisms first the same way I did in The Last Jedi. So what I will say is that I really wish, like this movie made me wish so badly that the same director had complete control over all 3 movies in this trilogy. I really, really wish that we had better continuity for one, because I feel like there just wasn't any, and just overall consistency. And I don't really care if it had been J.J. Abrams or Rian Johnson. I think that they both did fine. It just, this whole trilogy just ended up a mess overall because of the fact that we had both of them. It pains me that I watched The Last Jedi and had my criticisms with it, and then I threw this on and I just felt so different about it right off the hop. And I just felt like the 2 movies weren't even connected at all. I feel like I didn't make very many faces during this one, and I even cried, and not just once, I cried twice. So for me, it almost feels like you could have skipped The Last Jedi and just watched this one right after The Force Awakens, and it probably would have been fine. So that is definitely my largest criticism about this movie, and honestly just the whole trilogy overall. Even though I liked a lot of what was happening in this movie, the continuity just sucked. It was massively flawed. I've read people's comments on some previous videos of mine mentioning that J.J. Abrams just basically retconned everything that Rian Johnson had tried to do, and I totally see that. I totally agree with that. And I feel like he did that because of how loud the haters were of The Last Jedi. And it kind of sucks that, I don't know, he probably felt like that was his only option, and it just sucks that that happened. J.J. Abrams was probably like, well, this may be the very last Star Wars movie we ever make, so I'm gonna appease the longtime fans that have been with Star Wars since it started and fuck everyone else, basically. And that's not always a good thing, because I feel like people that genuinely enjoyed The Last Jedi because it was going in a new direction and because new things were being challenged probably very much dislike this movie because it just went back to the way things were. And yeah. That being said, I've also seen longtime Star Wars fans mention that they don't like this movie either. So let me know in the comments what you think of this movie as maybe a newer fan like me or someone that has been with the movie since they first came out. Let me know what you think of this one and do so respectfully, please. No matter what, either way, you're gonna have people like this movie and you're gonna have people dislike this movie, and you're gonna have people like me that can see both sides and understand both sides and feel both ways about it and not be firmly on one way or the other. Although I will say I definitely lean more towards liking this movie than not liking it. And that's because I'm fairly easy to please. I know I've said this in a previous reaction video, but it takes a lot for me to actually say I don't like it about a movie. Even with The Last Jedi, yes, I had a ton of criticisms, but I can still enjoy the movie and I would watch it again easily. It's honestly been a bit since I've watched a movie where I can sit here and confidently say that I didn't like it. And I think I can count on one hand, maybe two, movies that I genuinely don't like. All right, let's dive into some specific criticisms that I have about this movie. The first thing is the whole Rey being related to Palpatine thing, which just was kind of like a really seriously kind of moment. And connected with that, the whole Palpatine not actually being dead thing. It feels very out of place, and it kind of feels like it was a decision that was like drawn out of a hat by the movie makers. Kind of just feels like they didn't know how to take Rey and that they weren't okay with Rey being from a nobody family. In many ways, I really wish that Palpatine would have just been dead by Vader's hand, but here we are. His whole coming back was 100% fan service, and as a huge fan of Palpatine as a villain, like even though I have the criticism about him coming back, I also still really love that he did come back. and I loved having him in this movie. In a way, like even though I just criticized him coming back and not actually being dead, it also weirdly feels like a Palpatine thing that he would not have actually died and been rebuilding the Sith without anyone knowing that he was rebuilding the Sith. He would have never waited this long though. It also makes me wonder if Rey was created the way that Anakin was, or the way that it like was implied that Anakin was created by Darth Plagueis or Darth Sidious, one of the two, I can't remember now. Anyway, no matter what, this decision brought us back Ian McDiarmid, I think that's how you say his last name, as Palpatine, and in my opinion, he completely nailed it once again. He plays Palpatine so well, and this movie was no exception. I could tell that Ian really enjoyed being Palpatine again. I could tell that he was having fun with these scenes, and that final outfit that he was wearing was literally like my favorite Palpatine look so far. I genuinely thought that he felt very menacing in this movie, even though he was basically like being kept alive by this giant robotic arm thing. But I love that he like created a very like cultish Sith with like all these disciples, and the location that he was in was really cool with like the big statues and stuff. So even though I'm talking about criticisms right now, I feel like I have to talk about just what I liked about Palpatine being back in this moment, just because we're on the topic. I do wish that this would have been built up. I don't know if JJ was planning on this being the end of Rey's, like, I don't know if JJ was planning this from The Force Awakens. I'll have to look into that to see if that was like something that he wanted to do from the very beginning. As much as I loved having Ian back as Palpatine, like this decision isn't something that I super agree with or like super disagree with. I think that there could have been much better ways to write the return of Palpatine. Don't ask me though, because I'm not a story writer, but I think that there could have been a better way to write that he was still alive without just making him Rey's grandparent. Another criticism I have, and I feel pretty mixed about it, is the fact that Rey just decided to take the Skywalker last name. Like, I kind of liked the idea of Rey just being Rey and not having a last name. It feels very much like the whole reason that Han Solo is Han Solo to me. Yeah, in the moment I kind of went like, oh, like, yeah, kind of cute, but I don't know. It's thinking back on it, like, I don't know. I really value doing this at the end of the movie because I don't know if I've explicitly told you guys, but like as soon as the movie ends, I immediately open up a notepad on my PC and I just frantically start dumping my thoughts and writing them out. Especially in a movie like this where it was so fast paced. There's not a whole lot of time for me to sit here and actually like get things out in the moment. And I think this is how all my reactions will be moving forward because it's just the most comfortable for me. I'm way more comfortable just like running credits and immediately closing the movie down and just getting to work on typing. Like I should show you guys like the massive notes I have on my notepad right now that I'm reading from when I'm recording this, because it's like I literally have a novel here of just all my thoughts and what I think. So another thing that I'm very flip-floppy about is the whole Rey and Kylo kind of ending up romantic-ish at the end there. The romantic in me definitely like adores that they had a moment of embrace and that they did share a kiss and like, yeah, cool. But then the other part of me that's like, men and women do not have to go that way every single time, is the one that kind of feels meh about it. That's honestly my only criticism between the two of them though. And it's one of those things where, again, I can't really say how I would have done it if I was the one writing this movie. All right, another criticism. Let's talk about Hux real quick. The reveal that he was a spy, I think that was a great way to explain the lack of oomph in him as a villain in the first two movies. But I don't like that he never got the chance to actually like join up with the Resistance. And I think that would have been a really cool arc for him as a character, and it would have made me probably really enjoy him compared to the first two movies. Again, I just feel like Hux had so much potential and it was wasted. Anyway. We also had a couple new characters introduced in this movie, characters that seemed really cool to me. We had Zori and we had Jenna, but I feel flat about them because we didn't have much screen time with them. We didn't have much development with them. And it's like, why even introduce new cool characters if like nothing's gonna happen with them? I'm so tired of that. All right, my final criticism with this movie is about Rose. Now, she was not a favorite of mine in the last movie. You guys are well aware of that. I'm also well aware that there is a very loud audience that did not like her at all. And I'm also aware that her actress, Kelly Marie Tran, did not experience a very good time when The Last Jedi came out. So the decision to take her away from being like a main-ish character that was really close with Finn and who I expected to like be part of the main group in this movie and be hanging out with everybody was instead moved to be someone that we barely see and that barely has any lines. And that really, really fucking sucks. And if I was Kelly Marie Tran, I would have been pissed and I just would have been like crushed by that. And that is probably one of the more obvious things in this movie that was done to like appeal to the fans. And it's a decision that I don't like. Straight up, do not like that at all. All right, with that, let's move on to the things I enjoyed and talk about those. First, we gotta talk about my absolute favorite part of this entire movie, my friggin' boy, C-3PO. My favorite character in the entire Star Wars franchise had the best end that could have possibly happened. The way he was written for this movie just provided such a wonderful closure for him. And I mean, you guys saw my tears. I cried twice with C-3PO in scenes that he was in and what was happening with him. And I loved that so much. I know this wasn't the first time that C-3PO's memory was wiped. I know that it was wiped at the end of Revenge of the Sith, but we never got to experience that. It was literally just Bail Organa instructing for his memory to be wiped. There was no emotional impact with that at all. In this movie, oh my God, the emotional impact was through the roof and it worked. This movie took his A++ character and wrote him in an A++ way, and I absolutely loved it. I was very, very, very happy with C-3PO's presence in this movie. The beginning of this movie very obviously hooked me in, and I think I just need to sit here and admit that I am a viewer that really likes when things are more fast-paced, especially in an action movie. I was so hooked in by what I was seeing. The visuals were phenomenal. All the new locations that we hadn't seen before were just super cool, and I was just eating that up. I will admit that all of it could have been slowed down a touch just so that I had a little bit more time to soak in and process what I was looking at, but it was still really, really good. Thinking about the whole movie, I appreciate that things didn't drag on like how I felt they were dragging on in The Last Jedi. I will admit that I think a few scenes could have been a lot shorter. The main one for me that sticks out is Rey and Kylo's fight in like the ocean on the crashed Death Star. I think that could have been cut possibly in half. It was still very enjoyable. I just felt that it did drag on a little bit long. Speaking of the crashed Death Star, I really enjoyed that whole location, the whole way it was set up. I enjoyed the outside, the inside. It was really cool. I loved Rey and Kylo in this movie. I love characters with complexity and growth through that complexity, and we definitely had that with Kylo. I'm very glad that he became Ben in the end, even just briefly, because it was a nice touch to Anakin's arc and Anakin having an hour in his final moments as Anakin and not as Darth Vader. So had that with Ben, and it was nice. Also, for the brief moment that we saw her, Sith Rey was awesome. And I don't know, she just looks really cool as a Sith with like the black hood and the double-ended red lightsaber. Yeah, I enjoyed that. It was cool. I know some people are probably gonna think this is a flaw because it, again, is one of those fan service callback things, but I really enjoyed that we had like the whole group together for a really long time in this movie. We had C-3PO and BB-8 and Chewie and Finn and Poe and Rey. We had the 6 of them together for a good chunk of the movie at the beginning, and I really liked that. It was nice not having, I mean, I've said this from the very, very, very beginning. Like, if you go back to my reaction to A New Hope, from the very beginning, the moment people start splitting up, I expressed dislike about that. that, I don't know, for me, it's not something that I particularly always enjoy. Obviously, it's necessary depending on the context and what's happening in the situation, but I'm not someone that likes when people split up. I like having a group together. So having those 6 together in this movie definitely appealed to that side of me. All right, let's talk about General Pride. I looked up the actor because I couldn't remember his name. Richard E. Grant. Yes, a king. I really enjoy his acting. I enjoy characters that he's played in other movies. So him as General Pride, I think, was a very good choice. I definitely liked him more than Hux. I said this during the movie, but he reminded me a lot of Tarkin. And for that, I just thought he was a much more convincing commander general than Hux ever would have been. Kind of makes me wish that we had General Pride in the entire trilogy instead of just in this movie. The final battle on Exegol was very entertaining for me. The moment where a bunch of past Jedi spoke to Rey was really neat. I'm so thankful for subtitles though, because I'm not always someone that can recognize voices immediately as they're being spoken. So having the subtitles was such a big help for that scene. It was so awesome hearing Obi-Wan and Anakin and even Ahsoka. It was really cool. Yeah, just a really nice, touching scene. Oh, and Qui-Gon. Yeah, hearing him was really nice too. I think the final half hour, 45 minutes or however long that battle lasted was, it was really good. I enjoyed it. I do hope that if we ever have more Star Wars movies in the future, I don't know if that's going to be the case because of how this trilogy was received, but if we end up having movies down in the future, I really hope that they're completely new. Like, let's stop calling back to these characters. Let's set them thousands of years down the road. We can keep some of the planets the same and obviously like keep certain elements the same, but let's like have new stories, new characters completely. Like, let's not refer back to this whatsoever. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but I think that's how any future movies should be done. For now, I will enjoy all the TV shows that I need to watch and perhaps some of the books. A lot of you have recommended books to me to get more backstory on certain characters and certain situations. So the never-ending reading list, I have so many books on my to-read list. So let's just add a bunch of Star Wars ones to them too. All right, with that, I think that's all I have to say about this movie. I know that my criticisms about it were a lot more to explain for the fact that I like really enjoyed this movie. But yeah, sometimes when I really just love a movie, I don't even really need to talk about super specifics because I just love everything. And this was kind of one of those movies. I did have my criticisms with it, but overall, I definitely enjoyed this movie a lot. So with that, I guess I should probably announce that I'm moving on to a new movie series. If you guys like the Dark Knight trilogy, that is what is coming next because I have never seen it. I haven't seen any of the Batman movies, actually. The only Batman content I've ever consumed was the TV show Gotham, and the only reason I watched it was because Ben McKenzie was playing James Gordon, and I love Ben McKenzie. So I was like, hey, maybe I'll give Gotham a shot, and I really, really enjoyed it. And ever since I watched Gotham, I always told myself that I needed to go back and watch the Batman movies, and I still never have. So I'm gonna kick it off with the Dark Knight trilogy because they're Christopher Nolan movies. I love Christopher Nolan movies, so I figure I'll do the Dark Knight trilogy, and perhaps if I really enjoy them, I'll move on to some of like the older Batman movies and maybe the new Batman movie that just came out as well. And I don't want like Batman to overtake the channel, but it's an idea. And then after the Dark Knight trilogy, that is when Patreon folks are going to start voting on movie reactions and deciding what comes next. So if you want to have a say in what movies come next after the Dark Knight trilogy is over, make sure you're in Patreon at the $4 Canadian tier or higher, and that will get you voting access when those begin. With all of that, I think it's time to end this video. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my reaction and my thoughts. Please let me know in the comments what you liked and what you didn't like and all the things. And if you want to keep watching, click here. And if you are not yet subbed to the channel, please click over here, right there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You've all been the best through this Star Wars journey. Let's move on to something new. Have a good one and take care.